Hello all, my name is Abdul Rahman and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another machine learning project video. In this video, we are going to do the project of car detection and car recognition using Python and OpenCV. If you remember, in the last video, we have done the project of license plate detection using Python and OpenCV, and with that we have used some more libraries like Teaser, PyTeaser and Immutals. And we also downloaded the Teaser Act OCR on our computer. But right now we don't need all of those kind of stuff. But just now, right now, we just need only a XML file, and then we need a OpenCV. We need a library OpenCV. So in this video, I'm going to use the Jupyter Lab. So for using the Jupyter Lab, you should have the Anaconda Navigator installed on our computer. So I have already installed that. So I'm going to give you a video where you can set up your environment, Anaconda environment, on your computer. So the video link will be given in the description below, so that you can go there and set up your computer easily. Now let's go ahead and get started by importing the OpenCV. Let's import. But before importing, if you remember, in the last video we have installed the OpenCV on our computer, but for installing that on the Jupyter Lab, then you have to give the exclamation mark and then type pip install OpenCV dash Python, and then I'm going to run it right now, and it's going to start, which means it's running right now. Now till the time I'm going to show you a file which is cars.xml. So I'm going to download this zip file here. I'm going to talk about that what it is. So for opening this file, you have just type here cascade xml gist, and then it's going to open. Okay, now you have to close it. So if I click on this one, I'm going to open this file. Now we have a question what it is, right? Hair cascade is an algorithm that can detect objects in images irrespective of their scale in image and location. This algorithm is not so complex, and it can run in a real time. We can train a hair cascade detector to detect various objects like cars, bikes, etc. So I'm going to copy this, but for copying this in lines, thousands of lines, so I don't want to copy this right now. So I'm just going to download this zip file. Download the zip, and it's going to ask me wait download in the code machine learning projects. Okay, here itself. Now it's just downloaded on my computer. Now let's open the file explorer here, and in the code machine learning projects. Now I'm going to extract this one, extract all here itself, and I don't want this to be here, delete it. Now from this one I'm going to copy this cars.xml, copy this, Ctrl C, and I'm going to paste that in the car detection. So I have already created a folder where I have the car detection folder, and in that one I have the car.ipynb file. Now I am going to delete this. From here, if I go in the Jupyter Lab, it's already installed successfully. Now I am going to delete this cell, and here if you see we have the cars.xml and another is car.ipynb. Now let's import the OpenCV here. So for importing, you have to type here something like import cv2 and run it right now, and just run now. And below this one, I'm going to give it the car classifier, and then I'm going to give something like cv2 dot cascade classifier. So let's type in, and we have the cascade classifier, and then in the brackets I have to give here the video file name. But below here we should not give that here. Below there I'm going to give in the next cell, but just I'm going to type here like cars.xml. If I open this one for machine learning projects car detection, and if I open this in the VS code, then it's going to look something like this. Now we have the cars.xml, I can run it. But now right now what we need is we need some of the stock videos. In the last video we have used some photos of the cars for detecting their license plate. Now here in this video we need some of the stock videos, because here we are detecting the cars. So for that I am going to open the Pixabay videos. Now from here I'm going to type in something like cars traffic, and it's going to open something like this. Now these are the videos for the membership. Here you have to open here, and these are the free videos. So I want some of the videos, like let's use this one, and I'm also using this. and another is this one, and another is this one. If I open and run it, it's going to show me these cars images, right? So the sound you can also listen. Now here we have the some of these cars are going here. So I have another this one. I'm going to pause it, and here another is this one. Okay, so I'm going to use this cars as an example. Okay, and here I have another thing. This one. This is the one. We have these cars. Okay, now I'm going to download all of these. So for downloading, I'm going to free download it. It's going to download this in the code itself and machine learning project license plate detection, sorry, car detection, and I'm going to download it. It's going to just download it. Now we have downloaded this one. I'm going to close this file, and I'm also going to free download this one. It's going to take some time for downloading. So I'm also going to download this file also again, and I'm also closing this one. We don't need this. I'm downloading this one also. Now this one also, new issue. Now I don't want this one, and now here we have to use those video files. So I'm going to give you something like video is going to be equal to cv2 dot video capture, your video capture, and then in the brackets I'm going to give the video file names. Okay, so for that let's go back. I don't want this. This is okay. Now let's go back to our folder and then code machine learning projects car detection, and from here I'm going to give the car traffic 1, and I'm going to give the car traffic 2, and this is going to be the car traffic 3. Okay, so we have this one. Now let's use the car traffic 2 because this is the clear video. Copy this one and I'm going to paste that here. Okay. Now car traffic 2, and below this one I should check that which type of file it is. Is it a MP4 or what it is? So for doing that I have to go back again, code machine learning projects, and then I have to right click with the properties, open this with the properties, and MP4 video file we will see. If I keep the cursor on this video, then I'm getting the MP4. Okay, so we don't need it right now. Now let's give something like .mp4. mp4. Now I'm going to run this one, and below this in this cell I'm going to run something like while true or so I'm running this while true. I'm going to talk about this why I'm running this right now, but I'm going to talk about this after some time. Now we have to use here the frames and set the frames and do all of the stuff, but we have to add here the if statement also, not right now but after this variable. So I'm going to give here the variable name something like PID, and I'm going to give something like frame. Okay, and it's going to be equal to video dot read. Ready, and this is just reading here this file, and then below this one I'm going to add here the if statement, and that is vid. So there is a difference. So video is a variable and vid is also variable, so these two are different. So if vid is double equals to false, and then I am going to just break it here, break, make a break. Okay, and then I am going to add here the gray color, gray, and it's going to be equal to cv2 dot cvt color, cvt color. Okay, and then in the brackets I have to give it the frame, and beside this I'm going to give something like cv2 dot color bgr to gray, cv2 dot color fabric color bgr to gray. I should give the bgr to, and it's going to show me the gray. Okay, so if you have remembered that in the last videos there also I have done something like this itself. Now I'm going to give here something like car, and then it's going to be equal to car cascade, or let's give the car classifier because we have created a variable, right? Car classifier, and I'm going to detect. I'm just going to give it the method scale. Now in the brackets let's give the gray, and beside this I'm going to give 1.1 comma 1. Okay, let's close with the brackets. Now you may be thinking that why I have given that something like gray equals to why I have bought this gray color. This is because it's going to do the fast processing if I choose here the gray color. Now, below this one, I am going to add here the for loop. So for the for loop, I am going to give here the brackets x, y, w, h. In the last video, as I have given x, y, w, h. And then in the brackets, I am closing the bracket, and then I am going to give here the car, and I am going to save it here itself. Now below this one we have the CV2 dot rectangle. So I'm going to give this rectangle. This is because here we have to detect the cars. For detecting, we have to select those cars, select those cars, and then there should come a box on those cars, right? So we have this CV2 dot triangle, and I'm going to give here the frame, and beside this I'm going to add the x comma y, and here beside this I'm going to add x plus w, x plus w comma y plus h. Now we have these two things, but beside this I am going to add here the color, and which is going to be the 80 255, and beside this 2 or 3. Let's give here the 3 itself. Now pause the video and then post that in the comments that why I have given here 3. So the reason that I have given here 3 is because we need to know the thickness of the line of the rectangle, right? So we have done this thing in the last video also, right? Now let's give here something like cv2 dot I am meant show, and then in the brackets I'm going to give the car detection, and at the end of it I'm going to use the frame. Now at the end of it we have this cv2 image show, and below this I'm going to add a if statement which is going to be cv2 dot wait key, and then it's going to be 1, and I'm going to do here something different, and that is like 0xf ff 0xff, and this is going to double equal to ord, and then in the brackets I'm going to give here something like q, close it. So I'm going to talk about that why I have given it something like this, but just I'm going to type here this one. Now let's complete this video dot release and just only the brackets. Now below this one I'm going to give cv2 dot tab it. We have to give here the destroy destroy all windows, and I'm going to save it something like this. Now let's run this. First of all I'm going to clear all of the restart and clear all of the outputs and then run it. Let's run the OpenCV, import OpenCV, and then run it. This one, run this one, and run this one. Now we got a window where I am having the all of these cars, and this is able to easily detect this one. You can see here we have the thickness which is detecting right now, but this is also detecting it because it's think that it's a car, but this is not a car. So we have done this with just this video. I'm going to minimize it, but for doing that with another video I'm going to give here the 1 and save it, and I'm going to rerun it, and I'm going to paste it, run it again, and we are going to open a new window. Let's see, are we getting anything or not? So till right now we are getting these videos, but it's still running. So but guys, first of all let's check whether how many minutes of videos we have. So this is the 21 seconds, this is the 1 minute. Okay, so it's taking a lot of time for doing this. Let's minimize the screen and restart the kernel and clear the output. So right now I just restarted the kernel, and first of all let's run the first one, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one, and it's going to open. Just it's detecting very fast. So the cars are moving very fast, and then it is still detecting all of these cars, and it's also detecting some of the lights, some types of persons. This is because here we have used the R Cascade Car XML. So her cascade is going to detect the fruits, and it's going to detect some more things. That's why we are getting these kind of stuff. So let's close it or minimize it. Now this all of these things are working. If we do this with the 3, then this is also going to work. But I just wanted to do with this 2 because it's going to waste a lot of time. So anyhow guys, that's all for this video. I hope you liked this video, enjoyed watching this video, and all of the code that I have written in this video will be given in the description below so that you can go there and copy the code. So the cars.xml link will be given in the description below, and make sure subscribe to this channel, like this video, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye.